Ten,
Stand by
9,
to take studio.
7, 6,
Stand by
5,
camera 1, mics 1 and
4,
2.
3, 2, 1.
Take studio.
Hello and welcome back for another episode of MCTV News. I'm your host, Aaron McIntyre. And on today's episode, we'll be looking at Mr. Koratash's urban agriculture class, an inside look at the MCTV classroom, and International Women's Day. But first, our top story. Have you ever been a new student or when deciding which school you'd like to attend? MCHS hosted their open house last Thursday on March 12th. Here, students found out what programs they could choose from if they attended Morinville Community High School. Students also got a taste of the environment here at our school, and guests came in to talk about junior high and elementary schools students could attend.
We're curious to check it out. My daughter actually goes to the École Citadelle in Legal, and not sure what she's going to do for high school, and so we thought we'd just stop by. We saw the flyer, and I think she needed to be exposed to a big school and what the possibilities were, so we're kind of excited to check it out tonight.
A current MCHS student shares why she thinks the open house is good for future and current students.
I think it's a bonus to future students, to come see what we do here and how people interact with others and the things that you can learn. It's really influential. And meeting the teachers and interacting with the teachers further helps and explains what kind of courses you're going to be going into.
Students from MCHS and faculty members from other schools share what they do at the open house and how they inform people of their classrooms and schools.
I am here at the open house at the MCTV studio, handing out flyers and explaining to people what the class is all about, talking to parents and students who are hoping to come to the school about the course, and giving a Howells welcome to all our new students.
So I'm here this evening on behalf of Legal School. Legal School is here tonight just so that to support MCHS in the Greater St. Albert Catholic journey. Our kids at Legal School after grade 9 come to Morinville Community High School for grade 10.
An MCHS student who is not always familiar with our school shares how the open house helped him learn more and get him excited for high school.
It's a good idea. I remember when I was in grade 9 and I came to MCHS to check it out, it made me so excited. There was so much going on. I felt, for some kids it might have been intimidating, but I know for a lot of my friends and me it was thrilling. We got so excited we couldn't wait for the next couple months to come to the school. It was such a welcoming environment. The teachers, the staff, all the students, everything was amazing, and it made me so excited. And I can tell that's the environment going on right now with parents and students walking around. Some obviously are going to be a little scared, but you can tell it's wearing off, and there's other students who are just pumped to come to our awesome school environment.
This has been Aaron McIntyre for MCTV News. Welcome back. MCHS is a school that likes to recognize its students, especially when they perform past the expectations. Here with me today is MCHS's Athlete of the Month, Hayden Hertig. Thank you for being with us today, Hayden.
Thanks for having me.
So, what did you do you think earned you Athlete of the Month?
Just being an all-around great athlete, just working hard and dedication.
Okay. Well, how much hard work and dedication did you put in to earn the title of athlete?
Coming in almost every morning, practicing, working hard in practices.
Do you think participating in MCHS's, their home teams, also helped in making you Athlete of the Month?
It does in an idea, but if you're an athlete for any sports team, they shouldn't just choose you just because you play for the school. If you play for sports outside the school, you should still become Athlete of the Month.
Well, I've personally seen your basketball practices, and it doesn't look like Mr. Rovine works you guys easy. He pushes you guys pretty hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? How many practices do you normally have a week?
Three, and then one in the morning on Mondays.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty hard work. You've definitely earned Athlete of the Month. Has it, I guess, I'm guessing it's helped you get into way better shape?
Oh yeah, way better shape.
And you're also, you like track and field as well.
Yeah.
So, what do you normally do at track and field?
Usually running events and jumping events.
Have you placed first in any of these events, like in the past? second or third?
No.
No? That's understandable. I mean, I couldn't place it in it personally because I'm me. But, so Athlete of the Month, is it a big deal to you? Or
Not really.
no?
It's just another award.
Because Naomi Morin is also like the female athlete of the month
Yeah.
as well, right? And you've also been involved in volleyball, and as we know, you're trying out for badminton.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for answering our questions and being with me today.
You're welcome.
Coming up next, are you a woman that feels unappreciated? Maybe you'd like recognition for being the glue that holds most things together. On International Women's Day, you get the appreciation that you deserve. Rose Van Brabant brings us this report.
I'm here in front of the Cornerstone Hall in St. Albert, where the International Women's Day Awards, a celebration celebrating the empowerment of women, is set to take place. From a foster mom to a senior choir coordinator, women from all walks of life were brought to the stage for their contributions to society.
This year we were really fortunate to see 3 of the 4 award winners as residents of the town of Morinville. So I thought it was really important to have their mayor come and celebrate the wonderful contribution that women are making in our community.
I was really surprised. Obviously happy that I got to be recognized.
As sweet as recognition tastes, the event wasn't focused on handing out awards. The celebration emphasized the importance of gender equality and how women can make a difference in their home.
My mom owns a company called Infinite Resources, and we work with special needs children. A little boy, when I work with him, every time I go over to his house, he repetitively says, "Kayleen is happy," and I just think that's so sweet because, it just reminds me to be happy all the time.
I come from a nutrition background, so I study nutrition, and I work a lot with women, and I see how the way they feel impacts their relationship to food, impacts their self-esteem, impacts their relationship with others, their emotional, their physical, their spiritual well-being. So I thought that that would be something that I could share with everybody about empowering ourselves, especially as women and men, on how we can rise up above the stereotypes that we're fed through the media and become our true selves and have a higher station.
They have a target of 30% that they're trying to reach overall throughout Canada of having female municipal politicians. This last election we came pretty close actually in Alberta. The towns elected more than 30% of women. So we're definitely moving in the right direction. It's important to have a wide variety of people on council.
This celebration, proven to be more than just an ordinary award show, shows that no matter what gender a person is, anyone can make a lasting impact in the world. For MCTV News, this is Rose Van Brabant reporting.
Is spring finally here? With all the warm weather this week, with the snow melting and puddles everywhere, I'd certainly hope so. In fact, let's take a look at the weather right now. As we can see, in Whitehorse, we have -2 with some flurries, same as in Yellowknife with -14. Up in Iqaluit, we have -20 with sunshine, so, they have that. Vancouver, mix of snow and rain. As usual, it's always raining there. Regina, 1 with some clouds. Winnipeg with 1, partly cloudy. And Toronto with mix of snow and rain, as well as Vancouver with a +5 in Toronto. Montreal with 0, and here we have Halifax with 2, St. John's at 0 degrees with partly cloudy, and let's look at our current conditions. In High Level, we have partly cloudy with 0 degrees, Fort McMurray with partly cloudy as well with 4 degrees, Grand Prairie with partly cloudy 4 degrees, Edmonton, mix of rain and snow with 5 degrees, and Jasper with 5 degrees, and Red Deer. All around pretty sunny, partly cloudy. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It's -3 degrees current conditions, sorry. -3 degrees Celsius today with wind going southwest, 11 kilometers per hour. Relative humidity at 72%. Sunrise at 7:38 a.m. and the sunset today at 7:45 p.m. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. On Wednesday, we have a high of 5 with some rain. Thursday, we have sunny and cloudy with -2 degrees. Friday with sunny and cloudy with -7. Saturday, partly cloudy with -5. Sunday looks just all clouds with a -1. And Monday, partly cloudy, -2. And Tuesday, partly cloudy, 2 degrees. With spring just around the corner, residents of Morinville are once again prepared to do battle with a regular nuisance, potholes. MCTV reporter Tim Evans takes a look at the science of potholes and what town of Morinville is doing to remedy this issue.
It's that time of the year.
Pothole season is upon us, and living in Canada, this fact of life here becomes irritating after a while. But can we prevent potholes?
There's no prevention that you can do unless you overlay the whole town, which is not going to happen.
Mike Namchuk, the field superintendent with O'Hanlon Paving, explains the science behind the creation of potholes.
If you let your roads go, you're going to have a lot more potholes. As soon as the road starts to alligator, moisture is going to get down in there, and then of course it's going to, when it freezes, it's going to heave up the asphalt, possibly popping out a chunk of asphalt, and then the water gets in there, and then it starts the hydraulic and blows the stuff apart.
The early arrival of spring this year played a huge role in the current condition of our roads.
This year, I think our biggest problem is that it showed up a lot sooner. So unfortunately, everybody's going to be running over these potholes for a longer period of time. We had a different type of winter this year. We had a lot of freeze-thaw.
There are two options for pothole repair.
Clean them out and patch them up, and that's a temporary fix. The other fix is actually, it usually needs to be ground out or excavated and redone.
Michael Denwai, the town's public works foreman, explained why drivers should be cautious around potholes.
It all depends. I mean, how hard and how big the pothole is. They can do some damage. Rims, tires, throw out your car in alignment.
Potholes aren't only dangerous to motorists, it's also dangerous for the repair crews.
Traffic is a big thing. They don't like slowing down. It's so dangerous out there, it's not even funny.
Everyone out there has a family at home, so they want to return to their family also, just like everybody on the road is trying to get home to their families. So we just want to fix the roads for everybody and get home to our families.
In 2011, the construction sector accounted for over a quarter of all workplace deaths in Canada, with 700 fatalities, not including injuries, making it the deadliest job in Canada. The message out to drivers?
You need to slow down. 50, slower the better. You never know what's going to happen.
Please, give crews room to work. For MCTV News, this is Tim Evans reporting.
Here are your announcements for Wednesday, March 19th. Pack Day has been canceled this Friday due to technical issues with the online registration program. Don't worry, next Pack Day is still scheduled for Friday, April 11th. Stay tuned for more information. The stairwell near room 101 facing the Morinville Community Cultural Center is now off limits during lunch hour due to a lack of student cleaning after eating. Please, let's all keep MCHS a clean environment for everyone. Attention all grads. If you would like to participate in the grad liturgy or banquet as a reader or performer, please sign up in student services by this Friday. Hat Day is only a week away, so don't forget to bring a loonie to wear your precious headwear in class all day long. Badminton tryouts for grade 10 to 12 students continue tomorrow after the school from 3:15 to 5 p.m. in the gym. An important finalizing meeting for next week's trip to Europe will be held tonight at 7 p.m. in room 106. Parents and participants must attend. Contact Mrs. Krulak or Mrs. Whiteque if you're unable to attend. Did you miss last week's episode of MCTV News? If so, head online to www.battlestein.net to get your MCTV fix. It includes all episodes aired during our last 20 seasons. Attention grade 9s, a reminder to turn to your priority program permission forms to Mrs. McDonald in Student Services ASAP. Remember to bring your $8 fee as well. Tomorrow at lunch will be your chance to get your share of a pot of gold. For just a loonie, get a toss from the center court balcony. Loonies that land in the pots in center court will win their share of 25% of the money collected. Hopefully the luck of the Irish will be on your side. The final organization meeting for the 23rd Annual Roger Champagne Memorial Bike Trip will be held on Monday, April 7th at the Media Lab at lunch. Training ride will begin on Sunday, April 13th at 9:30 a.m. Meet in front of the school. For these and all other school information, keep connected by reading the daily announcements on the TVs throughout the building, logging onto the school's website at www.mchs.gsacred.ab.ca, following at the school on Twitter at mchs_wolves, or searching the hashtag MCTV News. Have you ever wondered where or how your meat is butchered? Or maybe you wanted to see one of the steps that goes into making bacon? Bo Weatherby brings us this report.
Earlier this semester was a piece on urban agriculture. This time we focused more on the butchering of the pig and how everything works together.
Well, it's a whole sort of 2 or 3 week mini unit on pigs where we do farm to fork, where the kids get a chance to go and visit different kinds of farms, organic farm, conventional farm, find out what it takes to raising the pigs, learn about the different retail cuts of pork and how they get packaged at the grocery store, and then what to do with those different cuts of pork.
Even though some people think it's fun to cut up some pigs, but in reality, there's a lot of safety that's involved.
Teaching the kids proper knife skills and how to hold a knife and how to cut and being careful not to cut themselves while they're butchering. We talk about food safety and sanitation and making sure they wash their hands and follow proper hygiene procedures. Safety today on meat curing and using the proper, we talk about food safety and sanitation and making sure they wash their hands and follow proper hygiene procedures. Safety today on meat curing and using the proper amount of nitrates to be able to make sure that the meat is safe to eat.
Even as a teacher, Mr. Kortash needs a little help to show the students how it's done properly and safely.
We had a few guests. We had Elise Chatterton, who's English trained chef, and Kyle Isaki, who owns Darcy's Meats.
So today and tomorrow you'll be breaking down the pig. Today we broke it down into its primal cuts, and then tomorrow you're going to be breaking those primal cuts down into the more sellable joints and pieces, and then you're going to be boning some pieces out to make into bacon, and then the day after that you're going to be making sausages.
I am the owner of Darcy's Meat Market in St. Albert. Been working as a meat cutter, the owner of the butcher shop since 2009, which will be coming up to 5 years right away. The best part about being a meat cutter, owning my own shop, is that I get to be my own boss. You know, I set my own hours, I get to choose which things I sell, what I'm going to do every day. That's the most exciting part. It's never boring, it's always challenging. And there's always something new and exciting to do as a meat cutter.
Students with a more optimistic view love this class for this particular unit.
Right now we're butchering pigs over there, but to get from the pig, like the animal that's walking around and all furry, to cut up onto a slab, to get from there to the dinner table, and kind of all the steps on how to do it and the science that goes in, because butchering isn't easy. A lot of people just think, they get it mixed up with a meat cutter, where it's just, a grocery store, just slice it out. But no, there's a huge technique. You need to know what to look for, what to cut out, what you can and can't use. It's a science.
Reporting for MCTV, I'm Bo Weatherby.
Coming up next Wednesday, you'll get to take a look at the recent Pack Day that happened last Friday and get an inside look of MCTV News on the March 19th episode of MCTV News. From all of us here at MCTV News, I'm Aaron McIntyre. And remember, keep it classy, Morinville. I should have said MCTV.